What up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to Cafecito time.
It's like Regis and Kathy Lee with a whole lot more attitude.
Before
Good
we
morning.
get started, guys, let's do our cheers of
Good morning. Good morning. Here we go.
inhale,
The good stuff.
exhale
The bull stuff. Cheers, everybody. Everybody that's watching us live right now. I need to bring back some of the official Chingo Bling merch coffee mugs. But my dad came over and he took one. He took
You made some?
I had one with the Chingo Bling box logo, and he's like, "Oh, mira, mijo."
Oh, he always has somebody that needs.
He's like, "Oh
merch
yeah,
from
you got a do you have a 2X laying around?
anywhere.
You got a small,
Even if you
or
wore it
medium?
already, they like it better if you wore it
Yeah.
already.
It can have a hole in it. It's cool.
Because I'm gonna tell them, mi hijo lo traía.
So tell everybody how you doing with the surgery recovery. Marisol has been very patient
I'm
because
miserable.
she gets frustrated and she don't take it out on nobody, and she just be frustrated but just patient. And she want to give me she wants to give me a good morning kiss live on Cafecito time, don't she? All right, we doing a show, y'all.
Y'all, we have Juan in the building today.
We got
He's helping us out. We have a producer.
I mean, normally it's just a quick little live stream, but apparently the show kind of needed some help, and people texting me suggestions all the time. Like I did an RPT last night, and some of the members of the TIA texted me this morning like, "Hey, bro, could we give you some feedback?"
Oh, damn!
And I'm like, "Hey, man, sometimes it's late night, and you're like, what are we doing tomorrow?" Okay, I was like, "Hey, I got a podcast with Rob. Can you just do it tonight? Can you just knock it out tonight? That way, we ain't got to do that." But good morning. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
What was the feedback?
I'm afraid.
Yes.
No. What's up?
About can I go to Michelle's house because she did it good. Is it okay?
I don't know. I'll let you know in a second.
As soon as
Okay.
we're done.
Mrs. said okay.
Okay, and I'll let you know.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye. Producer
All right,
Juan
guys.
was not ready for these curveballs. He's just like, man, I thought I was just gonna click comments and let y'all know topics. But Marisol was in the process of giving us an update on her.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just frustrated. I'm a busybody. I can't move. I didn't know I needed an okay to do stuff, and I decided to do stuff, and I kind of hurt myself a little bit because of it.
We got to give her that little electric chair that they need for Biden.
Yeah.
The little electric chair. You press a button and it just goes up the staircase like this.
Pete is so over having to do everything for me. I know he is. He tries his hardest not to roll his eyes or take a deep breath because it's everything, y'all. I mean,
what's different?
Hi.
You know, Daddy changed some diapers. Daddy made some tetas. You know what I'm saying?
That's your job. I do everything else. He's got 2 jobs at night. And
diapers and tetas.
Diapers and tetas. That's it. Overall, it's good. I think I'm doing good as far as the way my cuts are healing. Those are looking good. My stomach's no longer crazy bruised like it was. Y'all, that thing looked.
I mean, you have like a whole hernia mesh in there.
Yeah.
Chingo de cicatrices. They had to stick cameras. They had to stick instruments. My baby is half AI. I got a cyborg vieja.
There you go.
The bionic woman, the $6 million.
But you know what, guys? Let me
birthing
tell you.
person.
Let me tell you how it goes down. I knew that I had this surgery, and I don't know if we've ever mentioned it on Cafecito Time, but I think birthdays are super duper important. Like, you can skip out on anything else, but birthdays I feel like are super important. So I made sure Penny's birthday was taken care of before my surgery because technically her birthday happened like 3 days after my surgery.
She was waking up with anesthesia, like trying to make notes. Yeah. I'm like, ma'am.
And then it was Mickey's birthday. Mm-hmm. And we just celebrated.
And now you're planning Jimena's birthday.
And now I'm planning Jimena's birthday. That's how we do it here at the Bling house, guys. We have kids back to back.
And then we also figure out, like, okay, what's a simple party? How do we make it more complicated? Like, hey, let's just get some bags like next on the list, get some baggies for the candies. Every kid can get a little baggie with some little toys and whatever. Marisol's like, no. Bags are too basic. I want them to have a Baby Shark theme sandcastle building kit, which doubles as a candy bolsita. And she's like, I can't find the little
I'm getting
sand
really
kits.
frustrated. See, I had gone to Dollar Tree and they had $1.25 beach buckets, and
That was gonna be the candy bag.
that was going to be the candy bag. And so now I'm debating if. Here's the thing, guys. You know that whole thing with the second kid always. It's second as in is a nice second kid. They always get like
I'm talking about Jimena, the baby.
they always get the shitty stuff. Jimena got a lot of hand-me-downs from Penny.
Not a lot of energy left.
Not
for
a lot
dad,
of
so.
a lot of energy left. Exactly. I got Mickey when she was 6, turning 6, right?
Mhm.
So her birthdays were always elaborate as well. I made sure
Custom props,
stuff, everything.
costumes.
Penny also, I was still pretty, live at 5 with Penny, and she's had some pretty elaborate, cool birthday parties. She had a Belly and Beto birthday party. I made a big old bobblehead, and which you ended up. Oh no, I made it. That bobblehead was for your music video. That was another time, but I had made a bobblehead.
Pick me up.
Penelope, come back in a second, okay?
But when are you going to pick me up?
I don't know. We are podcasting right now. I need 30 minutes.
I know, okay. And also, can you bring me so close?
Yes, bye.
We're going to be inside the pool with the show.
Okay, we're almost done.
So I've always been super elaborate with that.
Uh-huh.
So now I feel bad because I don't want Jimena to grow up and see pictures and a lot, and it's like,
Why did I have
damn,
an elaborate
how come
location?
no one did nothing fun
I never had
for
a
me.
skating rink party.
Yeah, like no one made no one made me a boombox birthday card, holder, and
Why my cake display look like
how
that?
come my mom didn't? Hey, how come my mom didn't make me, a bloody birthday cake, and
Why did my mom hire a real life mermaid to lay by the pool and splash her tail around on the kids?
So so I don't want that to happen.
Can I tell them where I'm gonna be this weekend?
Yeah.
Arlington, Texas, Arlington Improv. It's about 5 shows. Juan was asking me, he's like, hey, dude, we need to know what's happening with VIP meet and greet because people never know. They're always like, do you charge for pictures? Are you coming out after the show? What's up with meet and greet? So pretty much just assume I'm pretty much taking pictures all the time, hanging out. I want to, if you bought a shirt, let me sign it. If you got a hat, let me sign it. Come say what's up.
We need to do, I guess, a better job. I'll just be honest with you guys. In the past, I've talked about how ever since after the pandemic, I felt like I fell off my little train track. I derailed because I was always on top of it of everything. But when you get back from Arlington, we need to sit down and do the tour for 2024 because by now I would have already had it.
A lot of requests for Phoenix, a lot of requests in a lot of cities. But anyway, Arlington Improv, that's up next. Shout out to the DF Dub. Super excited, man. Y'all know that used to be like my stomping ground. Home state. I was always in Dallas. We got some new merch for y'all. Hell of a lineup. A lot of special guest spots dropping in.
What I was gonna say is what we need to make sure we do for next year is just make sure meet and greet is always clear. Immediately whenever we know we get a link for a show, we need to go on there to see what the description is for VIP. So that way people are clear as to what that means.
Sometimes it'll say preferred seating and they're like, well, what does that mean? It's like you got a good seat. We preferred you to sit up front.
Yeah. But your merch is going to come back. We're bringing back some old designs, right?
Yeah, that's on the horizon. That's not this weekend.
Obviously, yeah, no, but I'm saying, but
newish,
But you're gonna bring
just
bringing
be
back
on the lookout.
online or at the shows or both.
Both. Juan posted a picture and people went nuts. They're like, "Oh man, when Echo and Tejas, where y'all get them shirts at?" And it's like, man, you just gotta follow closely
Well,
and pull up
those
at the
were
show.
well. I debuted. That's what I was gonna say.
Uh-huh.
We debuted that shirt for House of Blues.
Yeah, the Echo and Texas shirts dropped for the House of Blues show, but we're gonna have some for all the Texas dates. Maybe mix it up, maybe put them online. Just stay tuned. Do you want to talk about this sad story about LeBron James and what his family's going through?
Well, listen, let me tell you what I think about that.
I know we really want to talk about this De La Hoya documentary. That's really what we want to talk about. But Juan is like, nah, man, you got to talk about this.
No, he's not.
Just blame it on producer Juan.
I know, y'all. Listen.
He's like, look, man, I'm trying to help your show.
Exactly.
Have a flow.
All I got to say is this. My G Juan has come in and really taken over. So
you know what I'm saying,
there's not a button I can use to give like an audience
sound effect.
But this boy came over and has wrecked it. So I'm gonna follow whatever Juan wants me to do.
Basically, Juan went from like guest spot to assistant manager. Let's just say Marisol sweating bullets.
Bro, I would love it.
Juan managing about 8 departments. He's like, look, man, we got to fix your engagement on your YouTube. Look, you got to reply to
what
this
you
Facebook.
Don't know is that I'm secretly observing and looking to see.
Marisol trying to find an exit out the game.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Marisol like that dope dealer that been dealing dope too long. Just, I need to get a car wash.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like ready to exit. I'm like, oh, I turned 42. Let me see. I've been doing this about the same time he's been doing it. I think I'm ready to get out.
I've been in a comedy game for a minute.
Way too long.
So LeBron James.
So I mean, I think that's gonna go a little political for me.
Why? Just because it got to do with people speculating that the Fauci juice may have played a role.
Fauci juice. That's what everybody needs to call it, babe.
That's what they call it on Hotep been told y'all.
Oh, yeah.
They call it the Fauci juice to get around the algorithm.
That's a good one. I mean, that's personally what I think it is, because it's like everybody's dropping like flies.
Everybody. So anyway, so LeBron James' son is 18. He was an athlete about to play for USC, the Trojans, University of Southern California, and they were practicing, and he fell out with cardiac arrest. And y'all already know Jamie Foxx having his trials and tribulations. Might be totally unrelated. We don't know. It's been a lot of stuff.
But he's been the main one during that whole time that was like talking
y'all need to take
shit.
Y'all need to take. Did he? Because I thought he was kind of like on the fence about it. Like, that's a personal decision me and my family are going to discuss. I don't know if he was out there like promoting it.
I thought he was. Which one is LeBron James? Ain't he the one like out there like
basketball?
Wearing a skirt?
I think there's a picture of him wearing a little pink. I think they want to call it a Scottish hiking kilt,
bro. And then he had him a pink Birkin with his.
LeBron was rocking a Birkin.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that picture was fake. That
was an AI.
That Juan posted.
Was he holding it like this?
No, it was down here.
Okay, because I seen a dude at the grocery store. He had his little bucket, the basket. He had it like this. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, bro, you're gonna hurt your arm like that." And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, player?"
No, he had it down here. It was like cute.
He held it masculine.
Like it was like real exclusive.
He held it like it was a gun. He was like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He did make the entire. I don't know. They posted it on my Discord.
It looked lit. Basically,
it kind of was a very cute outfit. I was like, he might get away with it. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
For the record, my wife will no longer be dressing me for stage. She getting too many ideas.
What could Chingo?
Look, pass me your
Could
thing.
Chingo pull off a skirt? I don't know.
It's gonna be like, babe, this is my fanny pack. Oh, it's a knot in it.
Yeah.
But we'll be out there like LeBron. What? or hold it masculine like you don't know what's in the Birkin, player.
Babe, you have 3 girls. I start using the reasons why you have to have a pink bag.
You have to be in touch with all your sides.
All your daughters, every stage of life. You have a 15-year-old, a 5-year-old, and soon to be 2.
Well, prayers go out to
regardless of what happened.
young Bronny, I'm not a big fan of LeBron James's politics. I know I've been a very vocal critic of LeBron James. Everything from his sneakers ain't as live as the Jordans.
Never.
Everything from him being a puppet to the CCP, so on and so forth. And I also didn't really like how he would always criticize America for everything, but he wouldn't dare say the damn thing about China.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, as a father, man, you don't want to wish that on nobody. Like your kid having any kind of situation like that. I personally do think there are some shenanigans that have to do with medicines. Like his son is like an athlete. So if the real science and the real facts were out there, then they would have known. Like his doctors, whoever advises him, should have been Joe Rogan. But anybody that advises him, it's almost like, hey, bro, he's young, he's an athlete. Just let him catch the sniffles for a week and be done with it. You ain't got to put all that stuff.
Got it. I mean, I'm sad for as a mother, I'm that's terrifying. I can't imagine watching your son in the hospital from
falling
a
out
attack,
on the court.
A heart attack. I mean, your child has the sniffles, or we're all immediately like, what do you think? Like, do I make a doctor's appointment? It's just a cold. I know, but it's kind of been going on for over a week. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's one thing to need stitches at urgent care. It's another thing for like to hear like, hey, bro, like cardiac arrest, bro. You'd be like,
yeah,
did he have any kind of heart condition?
Yeah,
up before this?
Yeah. I don't.
I don't know. These are tough decisions, and it's unfortunate that these past little couple years, people were being bombarded with not knowing what to believe or what to trust. Like, you know what I mean? Are they pulling a fast one on us, and there was so much social pressure. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger? Like, if you are not wearing your mask, you want to say it's my freedom. No, F your freedom, bro. F your freedom. And that's why I'm not a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger no more.
I know, me either. And let me tell you something.
That's why I quit bodybuilding.
No, but for real, speaking of that,
yeah.
Okay, guys, I used to watch his old videos to get motivated to go to the gym. Like, he was up there with my DLB. I had a little playlist. It'd be like people that I used to follow. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, okay, I'm on my way to the gym. I got to get in the zone. And I'm like,
until he said, F your freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if I knew I was going to do like an Arnold press that day. I was like, okay, I got to.
Which one's the Arnold press? Can you show them? Already. You know what I'm saying?
And I thought to myself, okay, if I'm going to do an Arnold press today, I got to watch Arnold. Like, let me get into Arnold mode.
How am I do Arnold presses and ain't seen no Arnold?
Exactly. And so then now they have a little documentary on him, and I was kind of wanting to watch it, but then I started to be like, bro, really? I'm on the part where he cheated and he had a little baby with
his maid.
With his maid.
And she was built like a linebacker.
I was like, ooh, he was desperate.
So,
speaking of conspiracies, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have time to cover both of those? Okay. Stay tuned, because we're going to talk about this Oscar De La Hoya documentary. We should probably just do that one next, because there's so much to unpack. So,
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's on HBO.
It's on HBO, yes. I'm just going to say this again. I look at it from a mother's point of view, a fan's point of view, and then just a human being in general when it comes to like hugs and touch and all that thing. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just makes you like
affection, love.
Yeah, it makes you
trauma.
realize like, man, it is important to hear the words "I love you." You know, a lot of like machos will say, "Nah, it's cool. I don't need it." But obviously, based on this documentary, yeah, we do need it. What did you think of it?
So I thought a lot of things. There's so many angles, but like overall, it's like I respect him more for coming clean and saying, "Hey, man." Like he should have came clean sooner. Like from the time they were trying to put this perfect golden boy image on him.
Yeah.
which he kind of couldn't avoid. It's like, bro, you're in your early 20s and you're a superstar and you're making millions of dollars and you're like super famous. And
But you have people also telling you, like, you
like,
have
this
to
is
do
the
this
brand. You want to be an idol? You want to be an icon? You want
Yeah.
to get the money?
Yeah.
Um, But again, it's like you got to be your true, authentic self. You got to keep it real with yourself, and it's a difficult thing to navigate for a youngster. So I respect him more for exposing himself, like coming clean and saying, "Look, they're gonna interview my kids, and they're gonna tell you straight up, man, I met Buddy when I was 16, bro." You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
like, that's that. There's so many aspects to it where like this particular documentary, it shows you different aspects, whether it's like his relationship with his dad, his relationship with his mom. What tripped me out is how he says he lied uh, to the media when he was like, "Oh, I wanted to fulfill my mother's dying wish to win the gold medal in the Olympics."
But let's break that down. That's why this might have to be a two-part thing, because I wrote down, if you break down this movie the way, or the documentary the way it was told, so that lie he created because he wanted to believe so badly that that would be what his mom's last wish is. He made it up in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went with the lie.
And then
like he said it.
It became a narrative. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it when they asked, and then he just ran with it. I'm not even mad at any of the mistakes he's made. I'm not even like, that's why they say, like, you should never judge a person. Like, we judge celebrities, but we don't really know what's going on behind anyone, even on social media now.
Yeah, like
we're
us,
kind of there.
like us. We just trying to do a quick live stream show, but as you can see, my kids be running up in here.
Yeah.
We got a producer now.
We have a super chat.
All right, super chat.
Joseph Supermax Rodriguez.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh,
You got it, because they might not hear you. Shout out to the homie Joseph Supermax Rodriguez. He is a capitan of the TIA, the Tamal Intelligence Agency, which means he always standing back. He always standing by. He said, "Good morning, guys. Hope recovery is going well, and good luck this weekend. Always keep my drives entertaining, and that Oscar documentary was wild." Man, when they got to the part about the fishnets, I know Marisol kept waiting. She's like, "When are they gonna talk about the fishnets?"
Well, because I was always curious about that. But let's unpack the kid part, because the pressure of a child being woken up at 4 a.m. to go jog because brother number one didn't fulfill dad's dream of being a boxer. And I think a lot of kids, and I agree with him about, as far as like immigrant parents want you to do better. I'll give you a perfect example. My mom is a hairdresser, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom, when she got here, she was a stay-at-home mom. Then decided she wanted to she started cleaning the offices where my dad worked, right? And then she's like, I want to go to school, and I want to be a hairdresser. Well, I thought being a hairdresser was cool because that's what I used to do with my Barbies. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah. And when I approached her about, hey, mom, at school, they offer this program where I can go and be a cosmetologist by the time I graduate. She's like, oh, no, 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 no. She's like, you got to do something way better than me. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. And to me,
you're like, that's a good skill. Can I not know it?
Yeah. And so,
no, you ain't finna know that.
And so then later on in life, right, when she was like, damn, I didn't think about, had they done this, they could have taken over my business. Like, technically, I could have been working at my mom's shop right now, like, had I done this.
And your mom out of town all the time.
Yeah, she's out of town all the time.
And I do want to put a vending machine up in there, so that probably.
She already told us to do
Okay, well, let me know when I got time to go measure that area, and we can go put a vending machine.
But anyway, the pressure of a kid, and I think immigrant parents, that my point to that was, I think sometimes with immigrant parents, they come here and they want you to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, anything but like what people, I don't know why anybody thinks a cosmetologist or a hairdresser or any of that is not I think it's an amazing job. But anyway, he had that pressure from his dad because that was his dad's dream at one point, and he couldn't do it because now he got married, had a family, and now he had to put that to the side, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that's a lot of pressure for a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And then, when he did, I forgot what he did, where he just, and his mom, instead of like, Oh, I think he almost got ran
Oh
over,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, when he was like
11
10
or
or something.
10, yeah.
He almost got hit by a car, but I guess the car ended up over him, and he was like unscathed. And of course, his mom. This part I can kind of see. His mom was hysterical and like beat the shit out of him, or no, or what was it? She just got after him.
Yeah, got after him.
Like, hey,
yeah, no,
dummy.
I think she did hit him. Like,
Yeah, like instead of being like, oh my God, are you okay? I think, that could be a natural reaction for a parent too. It's like, damn, man, what you doing? Why you running in the street, like chasing the ball? Like,
yeah.
But overall, it's really good. I highly recommend it.
I hope it continues. I hope it doesn't stop there because it still kind of left a little cliffhanger for me because I'd like to know. I'd like to go into the part of like, so are you like in some kind of therapy now?
Because he went to rehab.
That's what I'm saying. So like, is rehab still part of whatever? Because it seems like he's going to therapy and talking to someone. The reason why I said it is because he feels like okay speaking about whatever his issues are now. He's willing to talk about how he wasn't a good father. Oye, pero cada rato andaba haciendo huercos.
Tenía huercos regados por todos lados.
I mean, how awful is that? And it made me so sad with the little boy that said, I didn't meet my dad until I was 16 years old.
Bro.
But technically, I only knew him on TV.
Yeah, a lot of his kids were like, yeah, I seen him one time. And then like a couple years later, he came around. And I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, like I can't do that. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like, oh, wow. I mean, so what I was going to say is like, there's an interesting dynamic throughout the documentary because you see how he's constantly wrestling with himself and fighting himself and the inner demons and the ego and navigating everything that comes with success and fame and feeling like I can't be my true self. And that's got to be a living hell, man. That's got to be torture. When you're trying to please everybody and be Mr. Perfect for everybody, instead of like, hey, y'all, I'm a piece of shit. I got a lot of work to do in a lot of categories. I am not perfect.
Yeah.
I am not a role model. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I still want to do these deodorant commercials and stuff like that, but I'm not a role model. I'm not perfect. Like just being transparent. And I feel like maybe I think that one dude was his business partner. He's like, this is probably like a cathartic, like a cleansing of just like, hey man, here's a little bit more of me, so y'all can see a little bit more of the real me, and just trying to come clean. I pray that his relationship with his kids continues. It looks like they've improved. He's matured,
yeah, for sure. And also, I think his kids kept kind of. Well, like the one I think that didn't meet him until he was 16 years old.
Devin.
Is he the first one or is he the like?
He might not be the oldest.
I think the oldest is the one that he also didn't meet him until way later. Right? Like
I think with a lot of them, either he was there when they were like first born or whatever. But long story short, a lot of times he'd be like, I'm too famous for this shit. Yeah. And I love it. All I know is boxing since I was 5.
Yeah.
So what's up? You got it? You changing diapers over here?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
I feel I don't know. There's a lot, like I said, to unpack, especially like when he said when he won the Olympics, right? He won the gold medal and he came home and it was like something he wasn't expecting.
It was like Chingo Bling with his piece and chain.
He was like, he said he had it with him at all times. Did you win the gold medal? Yeah, I did. And just pop it out.
Is that you?
Imagine, me? Because you went from being this poor kid and he's from East LA, right? Being forced by your dad to do all this, like, you must get up at 4 a.m. You better go jog. You better do this. And like he says, imagine going through life always having to fight. And that's all you know. You know what I'm saying?
Train,
and
prepare.
And his brother, like what his brother said when he was losing against Pacquiao. And he said, oh, I get what he's doing.
He said he wanted to like die in the ring or something?
Correct. And so I was just like
suicide by punch?
Yes. How awful is that, babe?
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
Pretty deep.
We don't want to leave y'all on a sour, sad note. But I think all in all, like anytime somebody does that inner inventory. I think that's something that everybody could relate to, whether you famous boxer or not. I think at the end of the day, that's a positive story of triumph when you're able to like face your demons, unpack all your bullshit, like stuff that you've been sweeping under the rug, like, you know what I mean? Like you got all this money and these women and stuff, and you feel like, well, I don't have to deal with
Yeah.
some of that bullshit that's inconvenient. So
I really like where he's hopefully, like you said, this is a how he's going to start to recover from all the stuff that
Mhm.
he's been hiding and just kind of sweeping under the rug and not wanting to face or confront. Hopefully this is like a start to his beginning. I know he's got a new girlfriend. I sometimes feel like the choice of women he made or have not always been great.
And
I
maybe
think
friends too. If you got nothing but yes men, you always gonna be at a party. You always gonna be getting into something.
because the second girl that he married, Millie,
Yeah,
the
Millie,
singer,
yeah.
I think she was because he said she was more traditional,
Like family oriented.
I think if he would have just kind of tried to make that relationship work.
Oh, that was when he was in that era of the Zoolander haircut. That was a phase where the Zoolander haircut was in.
Yes.
And
I just feel like I think if that moment, if he would have just kind of like maybe at that time had gone to therapy, at that time had started this whole, I think it would have, you know, it might have gone a little bit different for him. But man, I respect him on a whole different level. I respected him just as an athlete, right? And just as, you know, Oscar De La Hoya.
but yeah, for him to admit like I wasn't the best dad and I need to work on some shit. But if we missed anything, let us know. If y'all saw it, let us know what you
What do
think.
y'all think? Leave
Let us know in the comments. Maybe we pick it up on the next episode, which will be Friday morning.
No, you're out of town.
I'm out of town, so we might have to zoom it. Or
we zoom each other, babe.
Say a little FaceTime. You got to FaceTime your woman from time to time.
Okay, we might be able to we should do that. We've never done that.
Zoom it in or something. But hey, guys, I know I'm headed to class. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Marisol, herappareltx.com. Are you going to do a live stream show and tell? Because Marisol always has a whole bunch of new accessories, new items.
I was thinking I was going to get on the live and wear my new sunglasses that are going to drop. But then I was like, I might be like too celebrity here.
Well, I just want you to go live and chit chat with your comadres. So y'all be on the lookout.
But wait, I will say this Sunday, guys, I will be speaking at the Pompa Sisters networking event. I think it's pretty cool. I hope our girls kind of do stuff like that. Each sister is an entrepreneur.
I'm gonna wake them up at 4 a.m. and be like, come on, entrepreneur.
Exactly.
I'm be like, you think Selena made it big? If it wasn't for Abraham waking them up to practice, you think Beyonce daddy wasn't on them?
Okay, if you said that to Penelope, what would her reply
She'd
be?
be like, I'm up before you, bro.
Okay, what about Mickey?
Do I have to?
Yeah. What about Sunny?
She'd be like, Puppy,
I don't
Dad,
want to.
Dad, where's Dad? Where's Dad?
That was a good one, babe.
Yeah, good
that was
impression.
a good. No, I'm saying that was a good answer. That's
hey,
exactly.
I was like, I'm like, am I missing any kids?
No.
It's just 3, right? That's all I got. Okay,
No,
cool.
but I'm saying, but you answered exactly how each one would reply. Penny would have said, "I'm up before you."
Yeah, like whatever, bro.
Yeah. What? Mickey would be like,
up.
"Do I have to?" And Sunny would be like, "But Dad." That's funny. Oh, I was trying to say this. So each one of those sisters is an entrepreneur, which I think is pretty cool, and it's 4 girls. So imagine that, Dad, babe. Excuse me. And I will be speaking at their networking event this Sunday.
You can go check out your Instagram, right?
Go check out my Instagram. I'll post the link again today so that you guys can buy tickets. It is almost sold out, so make sure you go and come meet other like-minded women. It's so, you know, if you're a female listening, you're, you know, wanting to meet other like-minded women, come out. If you know that your wife would like something like that, well, you know, tell her about it, you know, so that she can come out.
For sure. I might even knock out an RPT since producer Juan is here.
You know
thank you guys so much for tuning in. I believe we're gonna do a Cafecito time Friday morning, but we appreciate all the support on the merch, the tickets. We want to meet you guys. We're coming to a lot of cities. Just hit up the website, and thank y'all for always being in the loop. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
That's